Hello everyone, welcome to another Stata tutorial video. In this video I'm going to talk about how to do fixed effects regressions in Stata. We'll cover both the dummy variable estimation as well as the within estimation. I've loaded up the data set from this week's slides that has 4 variables: sales, tax rate, time period 1 through 10, and state 1 through 12. First thing I'll do is just run the pooled regression so that we have a baseline. Now, as long as we have a categorical variable for period and group, in this case state, it's quite easy to run the fixed effects regression. To do the dummy variable estimation, we'll just type regress sales, and then our treatment tax rate, and finally our fixed effects. So we want fixed effects for each state, so we'll type i.state. Recall from a previous video that what this will do is create some temporary dummy variables for use in the regression. And we'll do the same for i.period. So as you can see, we got our tax rate coefficient, our treatment, and then blocks of dummy variables for each state and each period. Note how the first state and the first period were taken as the base groups and dropped. Again, this is because of multicollinearity. We also talked about the possibility that the time trend is linear. And if it is linear, then we can condense the period dummies into simply using the period variable in its original state. To do this, I'll type in regress sales tax rate i.state, and then just period on its own. Now, instead of period dummies, we have a coefficient telling us that the average change going up by 1 period is about 21. Now, for the within estimation, we need to first calculate the new variables. So I'm going to use theegen command that we learned in the previous videos. The first thing I want to do is calculate the within state sales mean. So I'm going toegen a new variable, we'll just call it sales mean, equals the mean of sales, but by state. If I had left off the by state, it would just calculate the overall mean sales for everyone. Let's go to the data browser and see if this worked. So what we can see here is that within state 1, every sales mean is the same, and that should make sense. And within state 2, we have a different mean, and state 3, and so on. Now we want to subtract that off from the original sales to create our demeaned sales. So I'll generate within sales, because we're going to use it for the within regression, equals sales minus sales mean. Check the data browser, and we can see that this worked. I'll do the same thing for the treatment variable, which in this case is tax rate. So I willegen tax mean equals mean of tax rate, again by state, and then generate a within tax variable, which is going to be equal to tax rate minus tax mean. We'll check the data browser real quick, and verify that this worked. Now we're ready to run the within estimation. Remember that we need to use our new variables, so we're going to regress within sales on within tax. Remember that the state dummy variables have now differenced out, and we just have our period dummies left. Run this regression. Now you can compare the coefficient on within tax with the coefficient on the regular tax rate in the dummy variable estimation, and you can see that we got the exact same answer. We can do the exact same thing with the linear time trend version. So within sales, within tax, but now just period instead of I dot period, and we get the same answers. Stata has a lot more commands that you can use to work with panel data, but for right now, these are the basics. You'll find all of these commands in the do file available on Canvas if you'd like to look at those. As always, let me know if there's anything that you need help with. For right now, thanks for watching.